Well, with all the things that have been upside down about 2020, one of the biggest positives has actually been the increase in pet adoptions nationwide. It's estimated they're up roughly 30%. And if you plan to grow your pet family this year, our guest says you first need to draw up a new pet game plan. Here to help with us on what to expect and other tips to take advantage of, we have actually somebody involved, the Puppy Bowl referee himself, Dan Schachner. Hey, Dan, welcome to the show. I'm actually in the market for a dog right now, and they're tough to find. So what should people know when they're looking to adopt a new dog, or even myself, a blank canvas?
That's great. Great question. Thanks for having me. Look, the first thing you should do is establish a good relationship with your local rescue or local shelter, because the sooner you establish that relationship, do that paperwork. If they require some courses that you take, sometimes they require you take an online sort of orientation course. Do all that stuff ahead of time. If you've already got a pet, that's great. That means you're already a step ahead and you know what to do. And then once you are on the next step, which is, look, I'm ready to actually adopt or foster a cat or dog, make sure you have the right materials at home. And by that, I mean the right products: beds, food, cleanup products like the Bissell cordless Crosswave Max that I have here that has helped me tremendously. But remember, it's important when you bring in a dog or cat into your home that routine is established from the get-go, that you've got the resources on hand, the energy on hand, the time on hand to take care and make that dog part of your family from the moment they walk in the door.
And you mentioned time, and time seems to be the thing nowadays where so many people, they got more of it, at least at home. So they think they can handle a dog. And then sadly, we see some of the numbers. Just recently, we had one at our local shelter returned, and it was a COVID return. In that fact, they went back to work. Ultimately, they couldn't take care of it. What do you say about that?
You know, even though, yes, as you mentioned, there's been a 30% increase in adoptions, there's also an increase in the amount of surrenders because, sadly, due to COVID, people's resources are limited. They can no longer care for a dog, or if a dog gets sick, they can't pay that vet bill. So the surrenders are sadly increasing, which means dogs and cats still need to get adopted at the regular rate that they were before this pandemic. So there's dogs in need out there. They may not be the adorable puppy that you had your heart set on. But remember this, a puppy may require a lot of extra work and energy that you may not be ready for. Yes, we're home a lot, but we're going to leave the house eventually, whether it be, if we're going back to work or back to school or just need to get out of the house. So that puppy's routine is going to be changed. So remember to keep those things, keep all those things in mind, the present and the future when you're adopting, and look out for those older dogs. Like I mentioned, the puppies, yes, they're going to get adopted without a problem. But those older dogs, not only will they be more grateful, but they may actually be lower maintenance. They may already be house trained. They may already know where to sleep and how to eat properly without making a mess. Those are the things to keep in mind when you're adopting a new dog or cat, is to keep an open mind.
Very good stuff there, Dan. So where do our viewers go for more information? Let's say they wanted to find some more products like you were mentioning, or even just some more tips for those first timers out there.
I've been fostering for years, and I partnered with the Bissell Pet Foundation. They do great work on behalf of animals. They were nice enough to send me the Bissell Crosswave Cordless Max. Great product. It vacuums and washes all at the same time. I'd recommend that if you've got a pet. I can tell you this from trying it myself. BissellCrosswave.com is a great resource site to go to for this and all information. Remember, every Bissell pet product purchase helps an animal in need through the Bissell Pet Foundation.
Oh, that's fantastic to hear. Dan Schachner, thank you so much for coming on today and enlightening our viewers, and something to keep in mind for folks out there who do think they're up to the task. Make sure you are. Great stuff, Dan. Be well.
You are. Thank you. Take care.